And good morning, people. Welcome back to Zone of the Enders HD. We need to get past this barrier. It's pretty apparent where it is on the map. Yeah, unfortunately, it's sort of a microwave barrier. And although Jehati, our mech, won't be effective, Leo and Selvis would be fried to a crisp. And Jehati can't fly itself. So, yeah, we sort of need to get through that. Unfortunately, we need to break the barrier. We need to get through the barrier somehow, and the only way to do that is with a non-energy weapon to get it started. This isn't just a simple one solution problem. There is actually a big few layers to this to getting through this barrier. But first, to actually break the initial power source, we need a non-energy weapon. Jehati doesn't have one. We need to find one. So we need to go somewhere. Town 1, the factory, or Town 2. The place we need to go is actually to Town 2.
I detect a vector trap. It appears there is a hidden object in this area.
Vector trap?
It is one of the Metatron-related technologies. Jehuti's weapon storage system and the Urenbeck catapult are some of its applications. When you apply high energy and high-speed rotation to Metatron, you can observe an effect where false space is pulled into the direction of its axis. By simultaneously putting an object at the equilibrium point of compression and expansion, space will recover to its normal condition.
That's enough. I can't understand you. Say it more simply.
Destroy the objects called Porter in this area, and then something will happen.
That's all I wanted to know.
There are several Porters. They are small, and besides, you cannot lock onto them, so be careful when you search for them.
Which means you actually need to manually fire at them. This is where lock-on is not one of the better options. But also to get them to make it easy for you, you really need to kill everything in the area. So,
colony damage increasing due to battle.
Let's get on with that, shall we? Can I have you over here, please? Although this isn't a mission, I do like to bring them a little bit closer and away from the destructibles. I try to, at least. Of course, doesn't mean that damage is not going to happen. That's fine.
Enemy backup force is approaching our location. We have shot down the enemy. We will cease battle position.
Don't need to worry about the Metatron next. Let's go and grab these phalanxes over here.
We will hold battle position. Damage to the surroundings increasing due to battle. We have shot down the enemy.
Great, that's 2 down. Let's
cease battle position.
Let's pick up a Metatron group next.
We will hold battle position. We are heading for the outer area of the battle zone.
definitely need the heal after this fight.
Colony damage increasing due to battle. We have obtained the Metatron ore.
Okay,
We
so
will
that's another
cease
full
battle
heal.
position.
And next up will be this javelin group.
We will hold battle position.
Save the Metatron for last, so I get out of this with a full heal.
We have shot down the enemy. We have shot down the enemy. We will cease battle position.
And our final group.
We will hold battle position. Colony damage increasing due to battle.
Again, this I'm going to try and take out the leader last.
We have shot down the enemy. Damage to the surroundings
Ooh.
increasing due to battle.
I am very close to that.
We have shot down the enemy. Damage index exceeding 50%.
You know what? This is probably the best use. Unfortunately.
Damage
Oh.
index exceeding 70%.
Oh,
Major damage. Damage to the surroundings increasing due to battle.
oh,
We have shot down the enemy. We have obtained the Metatron ore.
yeah. Almost died again. Yeah, though that beam weapon is probably the most dangerous thing I actually fight in this game, because I always run into it. Anyways, porters. They do slightly move. And yeah, you can't lock onto these, you have to shoot them manually. They take about 5 hits usually.
We have destroyed a porter. We have destroyed a porter.
4 to 5 hits, and then you just see what happens afterwards.
We have destroyed a porter. We have destroyed a porter. We have destroyed a porter.
One more. Okay.
Vector trap has been released.
So what does this vector trap have? Well, it gives us this.
We have obtained the item.
This is what we'll use.
A primitive weapon from Earth. It should work.
All right, let's head for the shaft.
So the sniper. 20 shots. It's not really a good weapon for basic fights. It really isn't. However, its application outside of combat is actually really good. Its range is incredible, and we are going to, I think, head over to this. Actually, I think we're going to go back into town too, because I do want to get to level 3. Let's see if the enemies have respawned here. They might not have. Yep, they have. Excellent. So, regarding this out of combat sort of situation, I'm going to fire it from range.
We will hold battle position.
Oh look, they're coming to me.
Colony damage increasing due to battle.
Yeah, as long as you hit, they will come to you.
We are heading for the outer area of the battle zone. We have shot down
So
the
yeah,
enemy.
feel free to use this out of combat. It's actually, for this particular thing, is an excellent opportunity to just fight them on your terms. Get a neutral corner of the area, such as where I am, and make them come to you.
We will hold battle position. Colony damage increasing due to battle. We have shot down the enemy. We have shot down the enemy. We will cease battle position.
You can do that with actual other weapons, but the sniper is probably the best because it's got the most range. So yeah, I'm going to finish off these 3 groups. I'm going to meet you back up in the sky.
We will hold battle position.
Okay, so that gave me level 3, and it's given me the sniper. So back to City 1. Nothing's really changed here. Honestly, nothing really has. The groups are still the same. So we need to defeat these.
We are heading for the outer area of the battle zone. We will hold battle position. We have shot down the enemy.
I'm surprised that actually hit.
Enemy backup force is approaching our location. We are heading for the outer area of the battle zone.
Okay, that's good.
We have shot down
That's
the
gone.
enemy. We will cease battle position.
Where's the next group that come through? Okay, that back group is that back Metatron group is active.
We will hold battle position. We have shot down the enemy. Enemy backup force is approaching our location. We are heading for the outer
Okay,
area of
that's
the
fine.
battle zone. We have shot down the enemy.
Because I've got 2 Metatron groups here coming, so we should be fine.
Enemy backup force is approaching our location.
And we do want these.
Battle position.
You're on the other side of the barrier. I don't really want that. So let's go for the other one first.
heading for the outer area of the battle zone. We have shot down the enemy. We have obtained the Metatron ore. We will cease battle position.
Okay, so yes, we could do what we need to do. However, I want this other squad over here first. And since we've got a weapon that can reach them now,
We will hold battle position.
come on over.
We are heading for the outer area of the battle zone.
They're on the other side of the barrier, which isn't helping.
We have shot down the enemy.
Let's get rid of the non-beam one.
We have shot down the enemy. We have shot down the enemy.
And the password for the geyser. You might have noticed there was a program at the back there. Yes, that is for the geyser. However, first we need to be able to get to it. And with our sniper, what we need to do is destroy these dots in the actual area.
Destroy the EPS relay block at the base of the shaft by using a long-distance weapon.
And there we go.
Destruction of the target is confirmed.
I did it!
EPS has switched its power supply to an emergency generator. Power is still being supplied to the EPS by an emergency generator we were unable to destroy. But since the field has shrunk, we can now approach the EPS antennas on top of the mountains.
Next target is a couple of antennas.
Yes, they are. But first, we want to go and get our reward over here.
We have obtained the program.
So the geyser. Geyser is pretty much a minefield. The sword wielding robots do use this from level 3 onwards. It's their, they throw their hands, throw their robotic arms up and they spread a bunch of mines. That is basically what the geyser is. So, and anything that runs into it, they take damage. Simple as that, really. But since we're done here, I don't believe there's anything else to do except, well, leave. Objective complete. Time to move on to the next part.
You can see 2 EPS antennas on the mountains ahead of us. We can now approach them and destroy them.
EPS 1 on the left, EPS 2 on the right. Do you think it's going to be that easy? Not really. But we do have to go and do it. So next time, EPS 1. Yeah, until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.